Quit wearing busy like a badge of honor and strive to be productive, not busy.
Productivity. Figure out what you are worth. I have a dollar figure in mind for what I want to be worth per hour versus how many hours I want to work next year. And I'm going to be focused on taking the activities and holding myself accountable to take the steps to reach that, making sure that I'm not wasting my time. I am the living example of the difference between busy and productive. Matt will tell you that busy Don and productive Don are two completely different human beings. They both like ham sandwiches, but the similarities end right there. And that's, if you're focusing on, dwelling on what you're going to do differently for your next year, thinking about your New Year's resolution, just take one and make it that one. Follow up with us. We're happy to share with you what goes into that in the life of a real estate agent.
Productivity is everything. So think about this. At real estate agents, where they go wrong, in my opinion, is that they get successful, they get some momentum, and then there's a quote here. They stop doing what works because it worked. Right? You become successful, and then you stop doing whatever got you successful. And then we let fires ruin our day. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you don't make a plan for your day in this business as a productive agent, shit's gonna go haywire. Fires happen, right? It's real. It goes crazy. You cannot control everything about real estate. That's what I love and hate about it, is no 2 days are ever the same, no 2 deals, no 2 clients are ever the same. You have got to manage your schedule to do what you know has got to get done, and then deal with those fires. Those things, real estate agents think everything's an emergency, and what they'll do is their hair's on fire, and they walk around with their hair on fire, and they go running around like crazy putting fires out, and they get done at the end of the day, and they sit down and be like, man, I worked hard today. And then if you ask them, what did you get done? They won't have a fucking clue.
No.
They won't know. All they did is work hard. I don't know about you, but I don't remember the last time that I got a trophy for being busy. Quit wearing busy like a badge of honor and strive to be productive, not busy.
Ooh, I'll tell you, one of the most humbling conversations Matt and I ever had, I will never forget. We were sitting right where we're sitting right now. He pulled me in the office. Actually, what he'd done, he had sent me a podcast and said, hey, bro, I love you. This is some tough love. You need to listen to this and come see me tomorrow. And it was Andy Frisella talking about shut up about being busy. Put as artfully as Andy puts anything.
About 38 F-bombs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in about 4 minutes probably. And then we had to talk the next day, and he's like, hey, dude, everybody knows you're busy. Nobody cares. But how productive are you being? And you need to take a hard look at it. And, hurt my feelings. God dang, I was butt sore for days over that. And then I got over it and woke up one morning and realized, holy shit, he's right. Absolutely is right. And so I started managing my days better. 75 Hard was a big piece of that, learning how to fit in all the things that had to be fit in because they're a priority. Power lists, god dang, make a power list in the morning and knock that shit out, and then get to the end of the week. And now my list of things to do just get bigger and bigger. My list is longer, but I'm just knocking stuff out left and right, and it makes all the difference in the world.
So here's the difference. Here's the big difference in I'm going to speak as an observer of Don. Don's one of my best friends. I love him like a brother. And so here's what I've observed. That tough love I gave him, and I haven't even told you this yet, but the tough love I gave him went from Don running around like crazy, thinking, oh my God, I got so much shit to do, and he never got any of it done. He got 10% of this done, and then he went to the next. He got 8% of that done, went 13% of this next thing. And he got a little bit of 13 projects done, but never completed any of them. And so you always felt like, oh my gosh, there's so much shit to do. How am I going to do all of this? Now, you have similar running around because we're growing like crazy and you're part of the leadership team, but you can look back and you can look at your trail and be like, oh, I did this, I did this, I did this. And that sense of accomplishment and pride you get in realizing you started something and you finished it. And now because of that, our business is here and we're taking the next step. Now the next step, now the next step, because you can look and the trail that you just came doesn't have a bunch of shit that somebody has to pick up. Mm-hmm. You actually accomplished something every single day to move the needle forward.